I have a few questions that maybe both of you guys can answer as well. Because, I mean, I don't really know much about our past relatives, but I have a feeling
You don't know
guys
what
do.
you're missing.
Yeah. So let me just grab that real quick.
You have a book on it or something,
No,
don't you?
no, but we all had this, what do you call it? Family, so, what do you need to know?
Well, who who was the first Lee or Amadeo to enter the United States?
I think my father was probably, my father came here 2 times. And he must have come around, he was born in 1889. And I know that he and my mother died at 33, and it was in 1933. And they had been married, they had 7 children. I don't know what, I think my father came into Boston and he also came into New York, 2 places.
I know he came into New York.
And my mother, I think, was here with her family, but they got married, they went back to Italy and got married.
So the first place our relatives lived in the past was
St. Paul,
St.
Minnesota.
Paul.
Yes.
So
We
why
have
did
a
they?
lot of relatives there.
On Erie Street.
Yeah. Why Minnesota? Why St. Paul?
Why Minnesota? Because there were a lot of Italians there, and there was like a fruit and vegetable produce market, and most of them were in that business, and
Yeah.
that's what our dad did.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was little, I used to go to work with my dad. I'd sit in the bushel
Yeah.
basket when he was delivering
He used to take her
vegetables.
to work with him. Yeah.
Wow.
And he'd put her in he'd put her in a fruit, one of those
Basket.
baskets, yeah. And take her to work with him all day. He was a babysitter.
So what was
He
the
was a great man.
So why exactly did the family leave Sicily?
Well, I'm sure, my father, I think, was from a very poor family. They had a farm. They had an olive grove there.
Yeah.
But I know my father didn't have much of an education, and he really educated himself, basically. Probably went up to about the 6th grade. And so came here, and then once he got married and had 7 kids, there wasn't much chance to go to school.
Yeah.
But he was smart. He talked. I mean, I could understand. I mean, he would talk in Italian to us, and I could understand him, and I would talk back in English, and he would understand it. I mean, he was a very smart man. It's just,
Yeah. So that's Rosario Amadeo?
There's Rosario.
Yes.
Are you named, you're named after Rosario?
Yeah, that's my middle name.
You're well named, my friend.
but he was a great man. You would have loved him. He would have loved. He was.
He loved the grandkids,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
including your father.
So another question I have is, what did they do to fit into American society at the time? Obviously,
What did what?
what did our past relatives do to sort of fit into American society and sort of make their name here? Obviously, the vegetable business.
My mother's side of the family had a grocery store, and a lot of the relatives worked there.
On
So
Lexington.
that was,
That's where Uncle Chuck worked. He worked for them.
Wow.
so, I mean, that was really, they got into, mostly it was like a merchant, they were merchants.
Yeah, wholesale, huh?
I don't know, I'm just talking about either vegetables or a grocery store. It was that kind of work. Nobody was a technologist.
Yeah.
We didn't have computers.
Right. Yeah. So, you moved to Vallejo because my grandma Phyllis had a boyfriend in Vallejo, or in California, correct?
Well, no, actually, Phyllis moved to California well before she knew your dad. She came
But
out
she-
with a friend whose name was Lucille.
Lucille.
She worked at Mare Island, and then she got to know Norman, I don't know how.
But first she was going with Butch Harrington. That's who when she came out, yeah, that's who. She had a big crush on Butch Harrington.
I don't think he needs to know those details.
That's why she really came. She didn't even know your dad. I don't think at that time, you know.
No, she didn't. She came out here. She came out here to get a job. She came out here actually because I think she wanted a better life for the rest of us.
Mhm.
And then she sent for my father, and he brought me out with him, and it was like for a vacation. But she talked my father into staying here, and then he went back and got the rest of the family, and I never went back again, except later on when I went to funerals and weddings and things.
Yeah.
But,
So you
So-
stayed here with Phyllis at that
Yeah.
point?
yes, I did.
How old were you, do you remember at that time?
I was 12.
Well, yeah.
I was in
Wow.
the 7th, just gonna go into the 8th grade.
Wow.
And where did you go to 8th grade when you were here?
Well, first I went to Vallejo Junior High, Guadalupe Mariano Vallejo Junior High, for a half a year. Then I went to St. Vincent's, the other half of the year. They didn't have room for me at first.
Understood, okay.